ago, we are cage side at MMAA, the Four Nations Championship with Dan Hardy. Dan, massive amateur event down here in Ebbw today. What does it mean to have so many talented young amateurs come from all across the UK to compete today?
You know, it's amazing. It's amazing, especially because the standard is so high. I mean, the level is so high, the amount of people that want to compete. I think 186 fighters over all the weight classes. It's amazing. And you know, the setup, the ability to come in and fight in a cage with proper referees and judges and get that experience. I wish it was around when I was younger, I really do, because this is invaluable for these fighters.
Yeah. And do you think, like, obviously, you know, you're with PFL now, companies like that can really sort of look at these places and say, like, here's a crop of athletes where we can sort of develop, and in a couple of years' time, these are going to be the next big stars.
Exactly that. And it's one of the reasons why I'm here. I mean, you know, we've got the youth and junior and seniors all competing. Some are closer to their pro debut than others. But ultimately, you know, even the youngest of kids here, they're looking at some point in the future being a pro on a big show, and whether that's UFC, Bellator, PFL, One Championship. You know, it's good to see the level here right now. And, you know, and these kids aren't learning wrestling and jiu-jitsu and striking like we did back in the day. They're learning everything at the same time, which means that the sport's getting faster, the level's getting higher. So, you know, I'm seeing also what's pushing through the older fighters and making them motivated in the gym, and it's these young kids.
Do you think there's a call for more sort of tournaments like this then across the UK?
You know, there's a call for all competitive tournaments, regardless of whether it's amateur or pro. You know, something I've learned from starting the director of fighter ops job for PFL Europe is that there just aren't enough shows. Like, we've got 4 shows this year. We're looking at doing more next year. If I did 12 shows a year, I still wouldn't have enough events. You know what I mean? There are so many MMA fighters, gyms that have got 30 people on the mat that all want to fight, and there aren't enough shows. So, you know, we need more of these. We need more pro shows. We just need more MMA generally. And the talent is out there, and the more shows we have, the quicker we're going to find it.
We're sort of just over the halfway point of this weekend now. Is it all as what you expected, as good as you could have imagined?
Yeah, I mean, the standard's been fantastic, but there have been some surprises. You know, some fighters that I expected to see in the finals, they've been taken out early. Some fighters that I've not heard of before, or I've just heard whispers of their names. They're coming on really strong. I'm just excited for the finals tomorrow to really kind of see where these weight classes are. Some of them are very, very competitive, and you know, these are the kind of fights I'm looking at, thinking, if we get a couple of close decisions tomorrow in the finals, I might look at rematching these guys in Dublin on the PFL show. You know, give them that big stage atmosphere, get all their fans into the 3 arena, and you know, and bring that grassroots into the PFL, keep that connection.
So is it going to be amateur fights in PFL then? Is that been announced, or is that just something you're thinking of?
No, we have a amateur fights sometimes in the US at the moment. We have Biagio Ali Walsh, who's been fighting amateur for PFL. He's about ready to start his professional career, and when he does it, we'll be with the PFL. But, you know, ultimately, these guys are going to be turning pro soon. So even if they don't want to turn pro in December when we've got the event, you know, we'll look at other events for them. And I would like to have some amateurs on the undercard, you know, because, again, they're going to get a little bit of a taste of what the pro event's like, you know, the treatment of the fighters, how we look after the fighters, and what it's like to be in the back room waiting to walk out, you know, a few thousand people in the seats. It's exciting for a young amateur. I mean, this is great experience, but to have that walkout and that one big fight experience will be invaluable.
Dan, thanks for your time, buddy.